Hello and welcome back to my video series on my bikepacking trip from the Netherlands to Istanbul. I'm currently in Sarajevo in Bosnia-Herzegovina and I am about to leave the city. I had a wonderful time there. I went to Mostar and explored Sarajevo a lot. It looks nice now, but unfortunately that is about to change. Yeah, so I took some shelter in a bus stop and didn't get too wet. I waited for a good half hour and then it turned into this. The rain mostly stopped afterwards, so after a big climb I could take in the beautiful views of this country once again. And I'm going to a small hotel which is some 60 kilometers away. So I'm just walking back to my hotel. It's already dark. Had a good nice meal in the restaurant and a really good talk with the waiter, because there was no one in the restaurant basically, so we could talk the whole time. And he really taught me a lot about the history and the people here, and he spoke really good English. It was really fun to talk to him. So if he's watching this, I gave him my channel. Thank you for the good evening I had. And he even told me like his whole history of this bridge. I'm gonna go there now and I will show you about the history a little bit. So you can see here there is a passage under the bridge which was built much later. So this passage was built much later than the bridge. It was built during the Bosnian War because, as you can see, maybe it's dark now, but there are mountains and Republika Srpska is on the other side of the mountains. They were sniping people on the bridge because this town is in the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The Serbs were in the mountains behind me sniping the town because it's higher ground. Basically the same that happened in the siege of Sarajevo. It happened here as well, so people couldn't walk here. So they built this passage under the bridge and so people could cross safely because they were protected by the bridge above. This is just a little detail here that I wouldn't have known if I didn't have that interaction in the restaurant, but it's late now, so let's go to bed. On the next day, I started my last day in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The road was really beautiful, really quiet. Some tunnels were there, but they were also okay because the road is just quiet. But when you come out of these tunnels and you're cycling along this beautiful river and through these mountain passes here, you have an amazing view and it's just an amazing experience to cycle on these roads here. And here is the little overgrown bridge that got me into Serbia. I skipped a lot of the car queue and just right past it, and then they stamped my passport and I was good to go. So this is the moment where I actually cross into Serbia. So new country, new adventure, but I'm really hungry, so let's go find some food in the town. So I just crossed the border into Serbia. I'm in a small town just after the border. I'm just getting some local Leskovica. It's like I think it's like a burger kind of thing. So yeah, no problems at the border. They look long on my passport on the Bosnian side. I don't know what they're looking at my other stamps. On the Serbian side was just hello stamp and bye, so that was easy. So today I'm gonna go to the next city, which is around 40 kilometers away, I think. I'll see if I can get a campsite or a room. If the room is under 20 euros, I'm gonna get a room. Otherwise, I'm gonna find a space to camp. So I'll let you know what I decide. I'll check the map now because I actually have no idea. I just went cycling. I made my route to Istanbul yesterday, so I just split up in days like you can do on Komoot. And I just went cycling basically. So I didn't film much yesterday, but I got a room. It was 18 euros, so I said under 20 I would take a room. Did exactly 100 kilometers yesterday, so I was happy. So today I'm gonna head through to Montenegro and we'll be around 35 kilometers to the border. So that is my time in Serbia already done. So I'm just on a rural road now in Montenegro. You saw the footage, I think, of the bad road construction, and it went on for like 20 kilometers. So I'm now like 6 to 8 kilometers away from one of the last basically big climbs actually on my trip, I think. They're both over 600 meters. If I complete the climb, I will be a little bit shy of 100, but I don't have any sleeping place, so I'm gonna try to find something on the road next to it. But there's nothing like campground or booking or whatever. There's nothing on this road. I could go really far, but then it's a pretty expensive place in like a small city. So I think I'm just gonna try wild camping for once again. Hope my tent is still in working order. I don't remember if I packed it wet. If I did, I hope it's not moldy because I haven't slept in the tent for quite a while. Let's try it and we'll see. Let's go a little further. I lost a little bit of talking footage, unfortunately, but I could put my tent down next to this empty house, so it was all good. Let's go to Kosovo tomorrow. So I'm currently descending the mountain. I made it to the top. I made some drone footage and it's absolutely beautiful. Behind me is Kosovo, which, as I've been told, is a lot flatter as soon as you leave the mountains, and it is. It's a pretty long descent down, relatively good asphalt for Balkan standards. I'm gonna enjoy the way down. I'm gonna wear gloves again because it's pretty cold. I hope the rain is not gonna be too heavy. So I'm just leaving today for Pristina and Kosovo. It's about 90 kilometers. I just want to show you the staircase that I had to use to get to the apartment. So this is the apartment I was in. So this street here is the reason why I don't go to these cities. It's just basically a shithole of cars, chaos basically. Switching between driving on the sidewalk to driving on the busy road to annoying everyone. Yeah, so this is the only footage I took in Pristina. It wasn't very special at all, so I'm just gonna continue riding south towards North Macedonia. The road towards North Macedonia started out really busy and really bad asphalt. I was like cycling in the gutter, but eventually it turned into this beautiful mountain road where this car passes me really closely. But I had a beautiful landscape, there was basically no traffic, so let's continue towards Skopje for 2 more hours. The way into Skopje was kind of rough, the roads were really bad, but eventually I made it to the city center and explored the whole evening. I really liked Skopje. It's a small city, but I'd love to come back and explore some more of the museums and historical things because I didn't really have time on that, but I really enjoyed it and I'd love to come back there. Tomorrow the Balkan chapter is almost coming to an end, where I'm going to make my way towards Greece, so that'll be a whole new chapter of the story and also the last one. And you can really see that the climate is starting to change. It's going to get a little drier. See, almost done with the climb. But there's another one coming very soon after, but it's okay. It's only like 80 meters, so enjoying the view. And what I'm guessing is this is the old road. For cycling, it's perfect. No traffic. And it's peace and quiet. You can see snow in the distance. Really cool. very small room. The bed was okay, everything was okay. The owner came barging on my door and trying to open it until 6:30 in the morning today, telling me to leave the key in the door. Kuru just told me that last night, instead of waking me up at 6:30 and banging on my door. And I have 91 kilometers to go to Stardonia. It's like a lake which is on the border between Greece and North Macedonia. I'm looking forward to today, but I have a little bit of a headwind, so I hope it's not going to be too strong on the flatland, but we'll see. As you can probably hear in the background, it was indeed very windy and was also fully in my face for the whole 90 kilometers of that day. So the day had beautiful weather and beautiful landscapes, but the wind was so strong and demotivating that it was kind of annoying sometimes. In the end, I did make it to Doiran, which is just on the border of Greece, and that will be the final episode of the journey, and I'm very excited to show you all that. The town was very nice, it was on a lake, and I had a very good dinner, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.